You're listening to iLive Radio.
iLive Radio.
Changing the way you listen to radio.
Party on this holy dog. Party, poppy day, scrappy day, party looking for long. Road nepot bike, that I like. Boy, I ride in day and night. No number plate, no park light. Police want to take my bike. Could it be a scooter or a gay bike? Come from Laba, no bike. Party, you mad my girl, you bad my girl, so jump on my bike. Now, jump on the back now. Start up the back now. You press that leg, kick that leg, party bang the back now. All back man, Larry make a run. Party on this holy dog. Party, poppy day, scrappy day, party looking for long. Road tap.
Pumute bike, the girls don't want to hike. Pamela see bike clap on the headlight. Bumper moving so, zip on your toe. Jebe throttle, jebe clutch you, let's stretch you. So me tell you, jump on the back now. Start up the back now. You press that leg, kick that leg, body bang the back now. All back man, Larry make a run. Party on this holy dog. Party, poppy day, scrappy day, party looking for long. Road tap, jump on the back now. Start up the back now. Oh shit, you press that leg, kick that leg, body bang the back now. All back man, Larry make a run. Party on this holy dog. Party, poppy day, scrappy day, party looking for long. Road tap.
Se acabó la fiesta y no te piloni. Si no le da la juca, es una bobolonga. Si no tiene unos Jordan, es una bobolonga. Si se acabó la fiesta y no te piloni. Es una bobolonga. Bobolonga, 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 bobolonga. Yo te traía el bajo mundo pa' que rula y te ponga. Bobolonga, 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 bobolonga. Yo te traía el bajo mundo pa' que rula y te ponga.
Esta guarupa y esta truca está en el medio y nunca bebe. Quiero una grupia así galá que le gusten las mujeres. Tráeme los papeles que la hierba nunca falta. Esta loca se yo porque se fumó una cuarta. Son Kiko, yo chavo, no me tienen paciencia. Yo gasto un par de pesos porque hago mi diligencia. Los objetivos los logramos, los cambiamos y los montamos. Ya rulamos del coro y al final no lo aceptamos.
Bobolonga, recuerda que ya entregaste mi longa. Hala lo que quiero es tocarte como una conga. Te traje al bajo mundo pa' que rula y te ponga. Después que te mostró amanecamos hasta la alfombra. Pónteme unos Jordan y pónteme esos baggy. Que hoy es de juidero, la noche de party. Rurita everybody por culpa de la Mari. Si se tiran los monos no lo pienses y corre por ahí. Bobolonga, 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 bobolonga. Te trae al bajo mundo pa' que rula y te ponga. Bobolonga, 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 bobolonga.
Bobolonga, tú bailas como americana. Tú tienes que bailar gaga como si fuera haitiana. Ayer estábamos pesando en la tana y hoy andamos viendo villa pa' comprar en casa de campo y Punta Cana. Cotorra importada del callejón donde te sacan un machete, mejor dicho machetón. Yo te traje al bajo mundo pa' que baile reggaetón, pa' que bebas romo pico y le dé dos patetes blon, 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 blon.
Longa, 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 tú eres bobolonga. Te lo metemos y después pica longa. Te damos pile romo, pile juca hasta que rula y te ponga. Después te entramos todo como la conga. Los tigres activados, el barrio alborotado. Yo no te lo meto si no estoy arrebatado. Todo lo que empezó conmigo ahora están mirando, pero yo tengo
15 times a week, she said that too plenty. 5, 10, 15, 20 times a week, she said that's not healthy. 5, 10, 15, 20. More and more and more. She said me love walk too much. Mount up till it bust. Me love walk too much. She said, oh, why you being so rough? Me love walk too much. Mount up till it bust. Me love walk too much. She up every must touch. I tell her heads are tails are head. Right on like it's a sled. Lay upon like it's a bed. Hey, lovely cock like your friend. Sit on like tea off the bench. She sit on like the bench. Brace pump down, wipe on the edge. She love right and she love get that. She say her favorite song, choke baby. Drive the boat baby. Choke boat, don't choke baby. Clean like soap baby. She like me song, we go ticky 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 tock. Push back on the bamboo, right? Push back baby, push back on the bamboo baby. Take bamboo gal, take bamboo ride it gal, take bamboo gal, take bamboo ride it gal, take bamboo gal.
You're listening to iLive Radio.
iLive Radio.
iLive Radio. Changing the way you listen
You know
to
it's
radio.
carnival. Bamboo man will give me some jam. Truck man, why you driving so fast? Look, bamboo sharing like side no farm. Water spraying all in the band. Sakana like fighting for land. Look, my alcohol in my hand. Supervisor turn honey, I say bamboo gal. Take bamboo gal. Take bamboo ride it 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 gal. Baby, why you looking at he? Just come throw that bumper on me. She just rolling up, she waistline. She want bamboo to touch she knee. Baby, bamboo all in the road. After that, girl, we going home.
Everybody moving and jive. Bamboo right in the Congo line. Take bamboo, girl. Push back, baby. Push back on the bamboo, baby. Yeah. Push back, baby. Push back on the bamboo. Push back, baby. Push back on the bamboo, baby. Yeah. Push back, baby. Push back on the bamboo, baby. Take bamboo, girl.
Guys, welcome. This is a Dominican Emz Show with me, your host, Dominican Emz. I am joined today by this beautiful, ridiculous,
she's stunning, isn't it?
Radiant, stunning,
ravishing,
flavoursome,
flamboyant,
fragrant,
gorgeous
black woman. Lovely lady, what is your name?
Martyna Baker.
Ooh.
She a queen out here, you know.
She a real queen.
You have queen.
You have a queen. And you have a king. You have a trinity king.
Oh, so yeah, I'm Ryan Skillit, you know, co-host on the show. Always, you know, people who listen regularly knows.
They actually really like you, which is very annoying.
I know, right? I'm likable for some reason.
You're very well, more than likable. I think a couple of people actually like you.
Oh, right.
So we'll talk about that later. So yeah, I'm with you each and every Saturday at 2 to 4 p.m. This is the Dominican Emz Show. Before we go any further, let me just mention my sponsor. Because I'm getting better at this, at talking about them, right? Isn't it, Ryan?
Yeah, you are.
Like week by week, I'm just getting
Sometimes
there.
you forget, but that's all good.
When you say forget, it's not my fault. So we are sponsored, the Dominican Emz Show is sponsored by Customers on Demand, who help service-based businesses build their brand online, find their ideal target audience, and convert them into customers. Customers, right?
Yeah.
And over the past 4 years, Customers on Demand have helped over 200 companies double their turnover in 30 to 60 days.
Come on.
Wow, hang on.
And we got to mention it's a black business as well.
Yeah.
Black-owned business, you know what I'm saying? Big up.
Say that again, right?
So we got to mention it's a black-owned business.
It's a black-owned business, and we're all about that here.
Come on.
We love black business around here. And this studio is black-owned as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And if anybody hasn't guessed, I'm black. What about you, right?
I'm black. I've got some Asian in me because I'm a Trini. So we have that Indian influx. But yes, I'm predominantly a black male. So I regard myself as a black male. I don't recognize any of my Asian side. So yeah. Okay. No, but it is what it is. Yeah. We all have a little mix up.
I think your answer is like perfect.
Yeah.
And sure. Martyna, you're black.
I'm black. Yeah. Are you? 100% black. Yeah.
No mixing her. No. I mean, maybe there is, but it's far back.
Yeah.
But it's our story and it's our history. We're Caribbean people.
We all mix up, innit?
Yeah, and our story, like in terms of our language, our people, our identity, everything. We have so many looks within the same family.
Yeah.
Within siblings, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what else have we mentioned today? So I'm going to be joined today by my lovely guest in the studio, Martyna
Baker.
Gorgeous Baker. And then joining us after the hour will be DJ Ace. So
BBC One Extra, DJ Extraordinaire, legend. He's got a great story.
Podcaster.
Yeah, my brother. He's my brother as well. That's my brother as well. So I love
he is.
Yeah, that's
I'm looking forward to today.
That's my dog.
Okay. And we are going to have a call very shortly and this is quite an exclusive as well, guys, by the team behind the European UK Soca Monarch. And it's something that's been going on for a few years, but for the UK and for Europe, we haven't had a Soca Monarch like we would just do in our respective islands.
Right.
So that's quite a big thing if you're on the soca scene, you know, getting the recognition, getting, industry exposure, etc., getting signed. And I think one of the last winners when it happened just before COVID is Wetty Beats. And you might not, well, I know the name, but if you don't know the name, you definitely know his songs. He's like so amazing. So what they're doing is really, really good. And we're going to have a call any minute now from Davis, Coco P.
Is he calling a number or is he calling your number? What's going on here?
He's going to be calling one of those.
Okay, perfect. So we should see. I got a feeling he's going to call your number, but that's even near here.
So I think he's going to call us now. We'll wait till he calls us. If he calls us a little bit later, then we'll deal with that as well.
Martyna, are you into soca yourself?
I love soca. Yeah.
Is it?
You're a massive soca fan.
Yeah.
Do you go Notting Hill Carnival?
Yeah.
Okay.
Love it.
Do you dress up?
Yeah.
Yes.
And when you say you dress up, do you do duvet and pre-mask?
No, I just wear the usual
the costume.
attire. Yeah. When I was little, I used to be like in one of the procession things.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I used to dance.
Do you remember the band that you jumped with?
Rough Diamond, I think it's called something
Ooh,
like that.
So proper like.
Yeah.
When was the first time that you played mask as well?
I think I was like 10. or 11.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to go with my god sister. We used to go to like the little rehearsals and then.
So Masters in your family then. So like back home and here, like it's just natural, isn't it? Just to like be in carnival, whether you're on the side or taking part, right?
I think so. I feel like, let's just say Caribbean people, we have this sort of joy.
Yeah.
And it comes out in our music.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
100%. Okay, so Coco might call us a little bit later. We'll sort that out. But in the meantime, Martyna, let's learn a little bit more about you.
Okay.
So, Martyna, the little that I know of you, well, I say the little, I was looking into you, I'm not going to lie. So the Caribbean word would be tobacco, because I've been maccoing all her business. I've been like reading about you, I've been listening. So you're a singer and a songwriter as well.
Yeah.
When did you get into that?
In my early 20s, I started to make songs and write songs for other people. So I've been doing that for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have got a song called Him and Her.
Yeah.
I've said that correctly.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that song.
So I wrote that song when I was looking after my grandma, who's now passed. But when
condolences.
Thank you. But when
What's her name?
Ruby.
Ruby.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nanny Ruby. So, but when she was still here, I was really, cause she's very religious, she's very Christian.
Yeah.
And so the song is about my relationship with God, and it's just me talking to God late at night, which I know maybe a lot of people have had that experience of just sort of being in a dark space and having a conversation with God. So that's basically what the song is about.
I love the lyrics in the song.
You say that so calmly. You say that, but that's quite spiritual because it's like your ancestors are walking with you, know?
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you feel her presence with you all the time?
100%, because when she passed, the moment she passed, the sun came through the window so strong. And so now whenever I see the sun, I know it's like, I'm like weird. I'm like,
no, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah, whenever I see the sun, I think of her, and she just passed in such a beautiful way, and it was such a clear sign to God that God exists.
Beautiful.
So, it's also protection, you know that as well, because she's just letting you know that she's always walking with you.
100%.
So I've lost somebody as well, and when they passed, I knew as well. So I don't know what it is. I can't explain it to you. I can't articulate it to you, but it is what it is. So it's a beautiful thing. So can I play that song now, Him and Her?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah? Okay.
So this is Martyna Baker, Him and Her, yeah?
Boy.
Let's go.
There are no lines to guide my feet. Don't know how my heart beats. So when I don't talk to him, when I don't walk with him, there are no lines to guide my feet. Don't know how my heart beats. So I know I only told to you when I have my back against the wall. The wall. I'm sorry, I know that it's late there, but there is nobody else to call. To call. Him and her. Him and her. Him and him and her, him and her, him and when I don't talk to him, when I don't walk with him, there are no lights to guide my feet. Don't know how my heart beats. So when I don't talk to him, when I don't walk with him, there are no lights to guide my feet. Don't know how my heart beats. Oh. I'm tired of being everyone, so sick of having to do it.
You're listening to iLive Radio.
iLive Radio.
Changing the way you listen to radio.
So I have to say, I love that song, Him and Her. I bump it. I've downloaded it on my phone as well. So
it is beautiful.
Yeah, man, it's a tune. It's a tune. I like the video as well, the visual.
Thank you.
How were you able to like film in a church? Because I know that's not easy.
We just asked.
And they were cool?
Yeah.
It's pretty privileged.
I'm a bit, yeah, it is.
It's pretty privileged.
That's exactly what it is. Listen, I remember I tried to film in a church once, but you know what the thing is? Yeah, I was a bit cheeky. It was, you know that Tom Shanks song that I did?
Yeah.
It was about that.
Did you
song.
tell them what the premise was?
Well, they wanted to know, and I kind of tried to lie and act like it was a bit more holier than thou, but obviously it wasn't.
So you tried to lie in church, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you didn't prosper, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah, he was onto us. He smelled my BS from a mile away. He knew I was chatting rubbish. Yeah. But because basically I do a lot of, well, as much as I do serious songs, but I also do little comical songs, especially when I get commissioned for TV shows. Okay. So I had a song about this guy, friendship with a knife. Right, it's a really weird song, and then I had this guy in a knife costume and everything. So anyway, we were gonna shoot a scene in a church, but no, it didn't happen. No, unfortunately,
they did ask to hear my song before I was allowed,
and they loved it.
Yeah, and I said it is about God. So
oh yeah, I think they asked me as well. I didn't send it because I was like, you're not gonna accept this song. So, but yeah, no, beautiful song, and the story about that, I didn't realize that was about your grandma. So yeah, beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we were just talking while we were like just muted. You produced the song as well as singing and writing the track as well.
Yeah, so I produce quite a lot of my songs. I do go to somebody else to kind of like
perfect your vision. Yeah, but it's your vision.
This is amazing. Yeah. And again, just to recap. So when did you start like doing all of this? And
so just that fresh out of uni, I started doing singing, making my own songs. I fell in love. You can't see my air fingers, but yeah, I fell in love with a guy.
Oh, you fell in love with a guy?
Yeah, at uni, and so I started making loads of songs about him. But then it sort of just developed to just me.
A bit like a Grenadian Jamaican Adele.
So, did you ever play him your songs?
Yeah, yeah.
And how did he take to it?
It still didn't work. Yeah,
he wasn't on it.
What was wrong with him?
Everything.
Is he an idiot?
Yeah.
Yeah, idiot. If you're listening, you're an idiot. If you're listening, you're an idiot. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. It started from there.
Okay. So Martyna, so you've been performing, you've been singing, songwriting, you are an entertainer, and now you're telling us that you were a producer as well. This is amazing. Yeah. Do you ever produce for other people as well?
No, I've never done that. To be honest, I just learned to be able to get my ideas out. So that's I just taught myself so I could like express myself.
I think it's a difference of like, well, I mean, obviously there's producers that can do both, obviously, clearly, but I think sometimes when you're your own artist, you're comfortable to kind of see your own vision, but you know that sometimes that might not work for others. You know what I mean? So,
Okay.
Yeah, man. Amazing.
And Martyna, you have you've been at the top of the news recently as well, because you've like let everybody know about your story, and we shared some of the pictures on our socials as well, just like, you know, in preparation for you coming here today. So you have had like an amazing transformation story, and it's been picked up like by numerous like newspapers, etc., and different like
Daily Mail.
Yeah, Daily Mail. It's about to be in a magazine.
Yeah.
But
so you were like 18 stone.
I was a big built person. I was going to say a different word.
And you were beautiful, but it's not how you didn't feel like you're most comfortable, or what was it?
No.
Explain the journey to us.
Okay, so I used to use food to comfort myself a lot. So so for me, eating wasn't just about food. It was about getting through the day, getting through life, making myself feel better. And at the top of 2020, before the pandemic, I sort of decided like, I just don't want to do this anymore. And so I set a decision to lose weight, and then 2 months later we went into lockdown.
Wow.
But actually it turned out perfect for me because everything was closed, McDonald's was closed. So it was good for me. And I just sort of counted my calories, went for walks. And
but you say that so nonchalantly. I was reading that you were kind of money bags with the eating. You were spending like upwards of like £80 a day.
I think you used to order Wagamamas a lot.
Yeah, they hyped it slightly. I mean, I could not afford to spend £80 a day on food.
But did they do like the Caribbean mum explanation where they're like, oh, she died?
Yeah. They hyped it 100%. But it was just, I did used to spend a lot of money though on food. A lot of money. Yeah. All my money basically would go on food. And I'd never say no to anything for myself.
Did you have like an awareness at the time when you were just living that, you know, it was kind of like something that was more emotional in terms of your eating? Did you have that awareness?
I did, yeah, but it took, I went to therapy like maybe 5 years ago, 5-6 years ago, and it took a lot of therapy for me to be able to get to the point where I was like, you know what, I need to let go of this food, because food was like my mom, my dad, my best friend. It was like everything to me. And so I had to actually go through the process of being able to live without it. That doesn't make sense to everybody, but if you're anything like me, then you get what I'm saying. Like, it becomes a crutch.
Can I say something to you? So I was reading that you are plant-based. Is that correct? Are you still plant-based now?
Yeah.
So I've been vegan myself for 4 years.
Okay.
So I'm not skinny. So when people hear of like plant-based and skinny, they're like, okay, so what are you eating? Because you're slim, but it's like, they're like, okay, so, you know, how are you not like in control of your diet and vegan? Like, they can't really distinguish between the style of eating and like weight loss and everything. Because do you ever find that?
I do, yeah, but I think people don't realise that you can lose weight on any diet.
Anyway.
You can gain weight on any diet.
Because if you ate 44 bags of chips.
Yeah, it's still vegan. But
for sure. Or you can eat loads of bread. Bread puts on a lot of weight if you eat bread. If you eat
I find that you're attacking me.
No, I'm just saying.
Well, nothing puts on weight.
I'm joking.
Only eating too many calories puts on weight.
Correct.
That's the actual
That
thing.
is true.
So you just have to watch what you eat. You don't have to cut anything out, which is what I did. I didn't cut anything out. I still had chocolate, still had crisps. But
so did you have to learn everything? Did you learn everything yourself, or did you seek advice for like health?
I learned everything myself, but it took me a long time.
What's a long time, Bob?
Like years.
Yeah.
Like decades.
So you were dedicated to this for a while. It's just that it just took
learning it. So what I realized is you can get lots of knowledge, but until you put it into practice, you've not really learned anything. So I was always reading about weight loss, thinking about weight loss, talking about weight loss, but I was never actually doing it. I was never doing the things. I was never cutting my food down. So it actually took me to take action, which is sort of the main thing that I talk about on my page, is like, you have to actually do the thing.
And when you say your page, do you mean like your YouTube channel that is like really kicking off?
Yeah, so I've got a YouTube channel and I've also got an Instagram. They're all under Consistency Killed the Fat. And
say that one more time.
Consistency Killed the Fat.
Come on. Round of applause for that one. And,
what's this one?
That's a bit of a drum roll. That's like, she's not making a comedy scene, but this should be like some sort of like, no, it's not probably. Isn't it like a missile or something? I don't know. Maybe not. No. Oh well. I mean, we got that.
Ooh. I like that one.
Yeah, I like that too. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was called Consistency Killed the Fat.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell us about that a little bit, hun.
So I think about 2 months into my journey, I was like, I want to document this somehow. And so I just started this Instagram page one night, and that's it. I just started sharing my food, sharing what I was eating, sharing all my weigh-ins as well, because it kept me accountable, because people would then started watching me and they're like, okay, what's she gonna do next? And I didn't really want to go off track, so I'm like, everyone's watching me, they're waiting to see when my next weight loss sort of like update. So yeah, it really, really helped me to stay accountable.
And do you think that's like one of the main things as well? Because it's like, we can all lose weight, put on weight, depending on what our body shape and stance is. But it's the maintaining that is the hard bit, and being consistent, because then it's a lifestyle change, no?
Yeah. So
and being accountable as well, because if you want, because not everybody wants to put on weight or lose weight. It's all like, personal. Mm-hmm. But you need to stick with it.
You need to enjoy it. This is the thing. You need to enjoy it, which is why you shouldn't cut things out that you like. Like, if you like bread, eat bread. If you like dumplings, eat dumplings. But just don't.
What about bakes?
Bakes, eat those too.
Okay.
Eat anything that you like, but just don't eat in the quantities that you like.
Yeah.
So maybe two, and not all of them.
Yeah.
And what about time as well? Timing as well? Like, you know how some people say you shouldn't eat after 7 and stuff like that?
I mean, I don't eat late, but that's because I go to bed so early.
Right.
But it's not so much timing, it's what you eat.
So there's something in this room that actually sleeps, Ryan.
Yeah.
I know, right?
That's unusual.
I know.
I go to bed at like 8:30. It's really
I'm
bad.
jealous. That's why you look so good. Because I'm a nocturnal being.
I wish I could sleep.
I'm like a vampire, man.
My brain's always ticking. Okay. So you've been plant-based for since 2011, and do you find that has helped or as well? Because people ask me this all the time. Emma, do you think that being plant-based has helped with like maintaining a certain weight, etc.? What's your thoughts on that?
I think I wasn't plant-based the whole time I was losing weight. I've only been plant-based for the last maybe few months. But
so cheeky sausage here and there.
Yeah, but I was back and forth between it. So I was doing sometimes plant-based, sometimes
cheeky.
Yeah, I could tell you were being cheeky.
I'd have the odd sausage, and then I go back to my plant-based diet. But I do think it does help, because you get so much more fibre, and that really fills you up. So, but you have to be mindful of what you're eating. Obviously, you can't just eat whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it goes back to what you were saying. you can't take like shortcuts and measures. Just like be honest with yourself. Sometimes that's uncomfortable, isn't it? Because then you have to ask yourself, why am I eating so much? Or, you know, maybe not eating in the way that will give me the body shape that I want. Because some people are small and they want to be bigger as well, isn't it? But at the same time, it's like, what are you going to do to keep that consistency, like we said as well?
What about gyms though? How's the gym going for you?
Oh yeah, I love the gym. Yeah. I'm obsessed with the gym.
So when you first started gym, was that a bit of a hard process for you? And then now it's become a bit of an addiction for you?
It wasn't. I've been going to the gyms for years. So when I was big, I'd still go to the gym, but I'd go gym and then go McDonald's. So I just basically stopped doing that. And now I just like lift a lot heavier at the gym. And then obviously...
Because you look great, babe.
Thank you. But it is a part of my sort of even... mental health, like keeping my mental health up.
Absolutely.
Going to the gym, exercising, going for walks. Like I really try to stay active because it just keeps me positive.
Yeah.
But to challenge myself, you see what I just said to you? I said, babe, you look great. But isn't that a part of the problem? Like, why are people, including myself just now, so comfortable to say you look great or you don't? Like, how does it feel sometimes, you know, when you're on a journey and people are commenting about like your weight? Be honest.
In more it can be difficult. Like when especially because I lost weight during lockdown, I didn't see anybody. So when I was losing weight, I didn't have that gradual thing.
Did they know it was you?
Yeah, they knew it was me, but I like popped up skinny because I was like, you know, 9 months later and I was just skinny. But to be honest, men treat me very differently. Like that's the biggest difference.
What did Ryan do differently?
I don't know because I haven't seen him when I was big, but I'm just saying like men in general treat me differently. I don't know how Ryan.
I mean, she's got a beautiful face. So I mean, that doesn't change with weight loss. You know, so maybe I would have, you know. Okay, but that's amazing. Okay, so men do treat you. How do you feel around men in the gym though? Do you get a lot of cat calling? Do you get a lot of men looking at you like, yeah, I want to like a snack?
People just stare at me.
Of course they do.
Sometimes I forget, so I'm like, why is he looking at me? And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm skinnier.
Yeah.
Even me, I've been doing it.
You're sweaty and you look nice. You know what I mean? But do you have personal trainers? Do you have people helping you?
I do have a personal trainer now. Yeah. Once in a while, not too often. I like.
No, you do your own thing myself, as well. Yeah. You do a lot of cardio?
Not as much as I probably should.
Cardio's important, man. That's my favorite thing to do. I love cardio. I love running.
I like cardio because it helps me kind of like relax. Like it's a mental thing for me as well.
Good for the heart as well.
It is 100%.
For the heart.
But it's like, you know, if I just need to like separate, like demarcate my work day and my life, like after work, I'll go for a run.
Yeah.
I'll literally do that. Okay. So you are on a mission to help other people, and I was reading
Coco P.
We've got a phone call.
There you go. Oh wait, let me sync it to the Bluetooth. Oh, he just hung up the phone.
Oh, okay. Well, Coco.
What's going on there? Okay.
Tell him to call it.
Let me call him back.
Yeah.
I'll call him back. Sorry, Martina, to cut the conversation.
Okay.
So this is what happens on like live radio. We have our caller. He is calling, as you may have gathered by that noise.
All right. So there you go.
Coco.
What's going on?
I'm good. You see why you shouldn't let Trinidadians get on the phone? I have to teach you how to
Trini. Big up, Trini.
So we have on the phone. Can you introduce yourself, Coco?
Coco P, everybody. Coco P. How you doing? The original MC Coco P.
And you are an ambassador and an organizer for the European UK Soca Monarch, right?
No, I am.
What?
The chief executive officer.
Oh, sorry, I demoted
director.
Get it right, Emma.
I demoted you.
Get it right, Emma. Come on.
I was
Get it right,
I was going to give the wrong title.
Yeah, exactly. Let me just help you to say it. It's Europe, United Kingdom, Soca Monarch.
Oh.
Right. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, no,
so that's why we say UK Soca Monarch.
Nice. Okay,
and
so go on, Coco. You was going to say something.
And this year we have the international euksm ambassador Olatunji Yearwood.
Oh my God!
But we also have my XO, who's been there from the beginning, Tafasta, Carlin Simon.
Wow!
So
and is he
really
a producer and an artist as well in himself?
Tafasta is the Europe Reggae Star after 2019.
Amazing.
He's a reggae artist, but he was a soca singer, and he's writing soca music with people right now. Yeah, and he used to perform with Olatunji in a group called Level Crew from 2004.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
just to give us a background, what is it that you're trying to do with like the competition, and when does it happen? When does it take place?
Competition is happening all now.
Yes.
First competition we had in 2019, Wetty Beats won from France.
Oh yeah, I love Wetty Beats,
the idea behind the EUK Soca Monarch is to have all of Europe broaden that platform. UK and Europe come together to have that competition, but also to bring about all the soca artists in one place under sort of one umbrella, really. I mean, there's a lot of different things going on, but yeah, that's the idea.
But it's mirroring what we do like traditionally back home in terms, because tradition and culture is quite important, imperative in this as well, because like we've got in the room, you've got Trinidad, Dominica, you've got Grenada and Jamaica. Every island has their respective soca monarch and road march as well, so it's kind of bringing what we do back home here as well for the artists and give them that platform to showcase what they're doing, right?
That's correct. It is widening that reach, because nobody was doing that before. Nobody extended the reach for the Soca Monarch competition. Last Soca competition really was with Joey and Soca News, right? Joseph Charles.
Yeah.
The
shout out to them.
UK, shout out to Soca News. But I think that was around sort of 2016, 2017, if I'm not mistaken. And you have the ACASA. Right now, it used to be called the Association of British Calypsonians. I started emceeing there in 1999.
Okay.
But now it's changed into ACASA. That's the Association of Calypsonians and Soca Artists. And that is a prominent staple diet for Notting Hill Carnival in the Tabernacle.
Okay. So we've got you coming on the show on the 26th of March, right? So we can go into more details. There'll be yourself, the CEO, sorry I got that wrong, and the ambassadors, because I got that right.
The ambassador.
So
Olatunji is the international ambassador.
Amazing.
This year he came on board. And Tafasta, who is my second in command, will be there. I'm just using those terms so that it's sort of defined, who we are.
It's
really,
right.
it's just
two of us. They can
two of us.
cuss you offline. It's fine. It's fine.
Just two of us, Taf and myself, who started it up. Really.
And I'm gonna just because I know we're short of time today, so you're gonna be back on the 26th of March.
Right.
But registration, this is quite important. Registration closes on the 28th of February, is it?
That's right. So for all soca artists who are listening right now in the UK and in Europe, the registration closed for the online competition on the 28th of February. I'll close at 11:59 in the night.
Okay.
in the night.
And if they want to physically register, do they go on the website, or what do they need to do?
They go on the website, EUKSM. That's EUSM.com. That's a new website, really interactive. They could go there and register. Otherwise, send me an email at info@EUKSM.com.
Awesome.
And do they go Coco or do they go Mr. CEO? How should they refer to you in the title?
They could just say hi.
Nice.
Awesome.
Okay, so we'll speak to you soon. But is there anything else that you wanted to capture today before we speak to you in a month's time?
Well, I mean, thanks for the opportunity. I live WhatsApp. You guys are lovely.
We're here to support.
But really good. Love what you're doing with the show. It's been good. Padjo, who was there in your show last week, he's already in the competition.
Yeah, he killed it. He absolutely killed it.
He joined this week. Yeah. So he actually signed up this week, right?
That's right. He signed up this week. And let me tell you what your followers and yourselves, you could follow us on the IG at EUK_Soca_Monarch.
Okay,
That's the official IG.
Perfect.
But all the music will be going out on the Caribbean Affair with Martin J and Rubber Ranks Radio with Che in the Mix from the 6th of March.
Cool. And me.
So run that
and me.
on the radio. And yourself.
Exactly. Don't forget me, before I go and meet you.
No, that's fine. And yourself.
I will mute you, and it will be awkward.
And yourself.
Okay, cool.
But so that's the only thing else I'd say. But every other piece of information, definitely, everybody needs to visit euksm.com.
Brilliant.
And tell us.
Okay.
Yeah,
so thank you, Coco.
Everything. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
So
Coco.
Registration just before you go closes on the 28th. They've got to do that by midnight, otherwise that's their business. And they can go through all of our socials and your socials as well for EUKSM.
That's right.
Yep. .com. And they can register,
right.
but they've got until the 28th. This is really important. Registration costs £20 as well, if I remember rightly.
From now. From now.
For more details, they can visit the Instagram as well, which is EUK_soca_monarch.
Definitely, bro. You got it right there. In one.
Yeah. I'm going to have some roti after this conversation. I'm going to have some roti. I'm going for roti now. Thank you.
I want roti.
I want roti.
Thank you, Coco.
Big up,
I'm
Coco.
making doubles here. We're making
doubles? Oh, gosh. I want some doubles. Oh, God. No, but yeah, thank you for the information, and we will love to have you on the show on the 26th of March to talk more.
I look forward to it. We look forward to it.
Definitely.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Always. Thank you so much for supporting. So thank you, and we'll speak to you soon.
Thank you, Emma. Thanks a lot. Take care.
Bye,
all the best on the
lovely.
program, guys.
Thank you. Bye, Coco.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Well, that was amazing.
That was awesome. That was brilliant.
Because one thing that's really important for me is, as much as I personally love all different genres of music, I really want to showcase soca.
Yeah, you're the flag bearer.
Yeah, and
You know
as much
mean?
as I joke about being Dominican, it's like I want to showcase like our soca from like all the different islands. There's some great people out there doing great things, but I want to do my bit because I'm so passionate about the culture.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
you still got Martyna Baker in the building.
We do, but let's be real. So we're all Caribbean.
Yeah.
People think I only love soca. I actually love all different genres.
No, you're
of
a
music.
massive hip hop head.
I'm massive
You're a
hip hop
massive
head.
R&B head.
Are we going to Conway as well?
We're gonna go see Conway the Machine in the end of April.
And I'm gonna see 50 Cent as well.
I think it's Conway's first London gig.
Yeah, we're going in April.
That's gonna be a great turnout.
We're going in April.
Maybe pack something just in case it pops off.
Oh, that's all right.
No. It should be fine. It should be all love. And I'm
going to see Red Hot Chili Peppers as well.
Yeah, I'm vexed that you didn't tell me about that.
Sorry.
I'm so vexed.
I like music.
They're in my bucket list.
I like music.
But they're in my bucket list of people to see live.
But we have this West Indian UK beauty, Martyna Baker.
Yes.
Martyna has explained to us her weight loss journey, and it sounds like it's not one that is like a nice and easy, like magic wand. Okay, I've now got to my goal and now I am where I am. You have to like continuously put in the work, which is hard, which is why you're trying to advocate, like, to be honest, and you're also trying to help people as well.
Yeah, 100%.
So just tell us a little bit more, because if I understand right, you've got a YouTube page and you've got a program and you focus on like people that maybe have like maybe binge habits in terms of their eating. Is that right?
Yeah, so I focus on helping people overcome binge eating, especially
Can I ask an obvious question?
Yeah.
Binge eating, like what would you classify that as?
Eating more food than your body requires on a regular basis.
What about when you get, the packet of Wotsits and it's got all 8 of them and you have them at one time? Would that be binge eating?
I would say so.
Yeah, that's binge. That's definitely. Oh, is that what you do, Emma?
Okay.
I would say that's
no, I'm vegan now, but before somebody told me about they were doing that. Not me.
that's binge eating. Yeah, Emma.
Yeah, well, helping people to stop binging and also helping people to create healthy habits for themselves that are sustainable. That's my goal.
What made you decide to do that? Was it a case of people were clocking onto your story and asking you for advice, or did you just take upon yourself to just talk to people?
More just because, like if you fall into a hole and then you find your way out, you want to teach other people how to get out.
Do that, yeah.
That's basically what it is.
That's amazing.
So
I love that.
I'm just like, I want to help anyone that feels stuck right now, anyone that feels like they can't do it. I want to help them.
Yeah.
So that's what my motivation is.
Okay. So that's the big thing for you, is like helping others and helping others around you. So if somebody wanted, like they're inspired by you today and they wanted to get in touch, what would be like, do you have like a course, or is there like a program? What is it that you offer and what are you doing?
So I have an ebook. So it's a weight loss ebook where I go deeper into my story, and then also I give people a 10-step guide to weight loss based on
how many steps?
10 steps.
Oh, nice.
So a nice round number, but yeah, so just
we like round numbers.
Exactly. So just help people to kind of really break it down and to know what they need to do on a daily basis to kind of get to where they want to go.
And is it nutrition as well as exercise as well?
It doesn't go into nutrition in terms of like what to eat. There's no food plan in there, but it tells you how to make your own plan based on the food you like, because I actually think the most important thing is making it based on on the food that you love. So if you love, I don't know, your mum's food, you don't stop eating that. You just have to eat it in a different way.
Right.
So maybe like portion control. Exactly. So maybe 1 roti and not 7 roti.
Not 7 rotis.
Oh man. But I eat a lot and I don't put on any weight.
Lucky.
So Ryan has the reverse.
Yeah, you're lucky.
But it might catch up to me though. As I get older, it might catch up. In my 40s, I might look like Pablo Escobar or something. In my 40s, you never know.
You still get gal. It will be good.
I'll be all right. Yeah.
So if people wanted to, just to recap on what you just said, if people wanted to get in touch with you because they're inspired today, you've got an ebook.
Yeah, I've got an ebook.
And you've got a YouTube channel. And where can they purchase your ebook?
From my Instagram. So on my Instagram, I've got a link to my paid website where my ebook is. So yeah, follow me on Instagram, Consistency Killed the Fat. And then obviously also follow me on YouTube, which is the same, Consistency Killed the Fat.
And we'll have you back on again because I really love your story. And I think the main takeaway is you're really passionate about what you're doing. And then also it's not a one quick fix. This is like a journey and a lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am now following her Consistency Killed the Fat Instagram.
I need to add that page.
I'm looking at all the pictures.
It's amazing. Okay. Wow. And do you feel that you've just, since you've kind of changed your way of eating and your style, do you feel like you've got more energy and stuff as well?
Yeah, I've got more energy, got more confidence, got more hope.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. So it's quite spiritual and mental as well as physical, isn't it? It's everything.
It's everything, yeah. Because I was an emotional eater, so it was taking up a lot of my energy as well.
Do you think that was do with like depression? Do you believe?
Yeah, definitely depression, mental health.
Yeah,
just dealing with being in the world.
Yeah,
dealing with your childhood.
Being a black woman in the world.
There's so many
in a Western
layers.
country.
Yeah.
We should talk about that more, and we should talk about therapy and counselling more because I would love Black people, Asian people, anybody of mixed people, just to feel more comfortable in talking about their mental health journey as well as everything, because it impacts everything. Because you were saying, it wasn't just physical; the triggers were mental as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Martyna, to go back to
the music journey.
Your music journey. Yeah. Tell us a bit about that.
I just love to sing. So I always loved singing as a kid. And
have you got musical people in your family?
No.
Really?
Actually, no. My uncle used to be obsessed with CDs when CDs were a big thing. So I would sit and listen to all these CDs with my little headphones on. So I think that's where my love for music came from. And I just love that music can change the way that you feel. Or it can amplify it. So if you're feeling sad and then you listen to a sad song and it just helps you to cry.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Or sometimes the subject matter you could so relate to. There's certain things that you just realize, you're not alone in this world with how you feel. What kind of music were you listening to?
I was listening to Whitney Houston, Dolly Parton.
Okay. I love Dolly.
Yeah. Joan
She's got a lovely pair of lungs on her.
She does.
Yeah, Joan Armatrading, all different kinds. The Gypsy Kings. I had Supertramp because my mom married a white guy, so I got all these other influences.
Bambaleo, them are rhythms, man. I love those songs. So you're very much eclectic with your music taste. Yeah, similar to here. I feel like when you're a musician, you feel like a proper musician. You listen to all kinds of music.
Yeah,
I'm not a musician at all, but I hear what you say.
Yeah.
But my tastes are quite
eclectic,
for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, Martyna, I want to play a track. I want to hear a bit of you singing today.
Okay.
So the track that I've got is the backing for 702, where my girl's at. Mm-hmm. Would you be able to do your thing, lovely?
Yes, of
course. Okay.
Just for you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for humouring me.
Broken heart again, another lesson learned. Better know your friends, or else you will get burned. Gotta count on me, 'cause I can guarantee that I'll be fine. Your love is a 1 in a million. You give me a really good feeling. And baby, they can't play you, 'cause I'll save you with my superpowers. And boy, I'm only human, but I'll be your superwoman. Everything is everything. What is meant to be will be.
me what you want from me. Take a look at what you see. Let me know if it's right here. Something you can have for years. Tell me what you want from me. Take a look at what you see. Let me know if it's right here. Something you can have for years. Cause it's this one thing that got me tripping. It's this one thing that got me tripping. You did this one thing, you so made me feel it. It's this one thing you did. Oh, it's this one thing that caught me slipping. It's this one thing, don't wanna admit it. You did this one thing and I was so with it. It's this one thing you did. Oh,
beautiful, baby, keep going. That's so good.
Yeah, give a round of applause thing for that one. Come on. I like how you just meshed different types of R&B songs into one. And made it all kind of like a consistent song. So that was pretty cool.
Oh my God, girl, beautiful. You've got such a God-given talent.
Thank you.
So where can people find you? If people want to find you for, what you do in terms of your weight loss program and talking to people about weight loss, or if people just want to follow you for your music, can you give everybody your social?
So for weight loss is Consistency Killed the Fat on YouTube and IG. For music, it is Martyna Baker, Martyna. So it's a Y where you put the I.
Yes.
And that's on YouTube, on IG, and then also on Spotify. You can find my music. Nice. Apple Music, it's everywhere.
Say that one more time for the slow one.
So it's
Martyna
Baker.
Yeah. So yeah, where you put the I, you put a Y.
No relation to Anita Baker, no?
No.
Oh, damn.
Are you sure? She's black as well, though.
Okay.
She's my cousin.
She's your cousin.
She's my cousin.
That's your auntie.
Okay. Girlie, that was beautiful. Can we touch on some news this week?
Yeah, sure.
There's been some major news. I don't know if you lot have heard this, because obviously you both survived Eunice, Storm
Eunice.
Yeah, but in international news this week, 2 of Nigeria's looted Benin bronzes were returned after 100 years.
Oh,
you know them colonizer people, they like to thief, innit?
I know.
That's the.
Why do you think they returned it? They drop in value or something?
I don't even know.
Well, maybe they're trying to be conscious a bit more, you know what? But they're not returning any Indian jewels or nothing. You know what I mean?
Of course they're not.
Yeah, it's a bit.
They're not. And the artifacts were stolen by, and this is literally as it is. It's a fact. It's not even me being cheeky this time. By colonizers and explorers from the court of Benin in 1897.
Yeah.
And these priceless historical artifacts were returned by the colonizer then. And they were returned to the traditional palace of the Oba or king. So that's quite major news, because there's so many things that are in the British Museum that don't belong to these people that are still there. And in cheeky COVID news this week as well, self-isolation after positive COVID testing, the requirements changed this week after Thursday.
Right.
So the legal requirement to self-isolate has now gone with guidance. So it's only guidance, not a physical legal stipulation. That you can just stay home for 5 days if you test positive.
All right.
So if you're sneezing or coughing, just stay in your yard, please. But it is what it is. Self-isolation payments will end. And Transport for London says that you people don't need to wear masks. But if your breath stinks, maybe if you can still wear that for us.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That would be nice, innit? Because some of them, it's not okay.
No.
It's actually a bit disgusting.
No.
And then in other cheeky news, Boris Johnson refused to rule out whether public money, so maybe some of your coins, Martyna, will be spent in the case of Prince Andrew. So
this is crazy, man.
In an interview with Victoria Rayworth, Boris Johnson refused to rule out whether public taxpayer money will be used to fund Prince Andrew's multi-million-pound out-of-court settlement. So this is all alleged in terms of what he did, but we all know that it's been, reported that there is a out-of-court settlement of £12 million for allegedly something that he allegedly didn't do for a woman that he allegedly didn't meet. She's quite cute.
Yeah. I mean, obviously they did meet. Isn't there a photo of them together or something?
Yeah, but he doesn't sweat, so I don't know if that is him, because the person looks a little bit sweaty in the video, in the picture that I saw. And yeah, this is quite quite a big, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Huge news. I was going to say the magnitude of this news is immense, but obviously we had the murder of George Floyd, and you had Officer Chauvin was convicted.
Yeah.
But the 3 former Minneapolis police officers who were present at George Floyd's death have been found guilty this week of violating his civil rights by a federal jury.
So they're going to face the same type of. They're not going to face the same type of time, but they'll be in jail for a little while. Right?
They will, and it's a good question because their sentencing is still up, so that's still to come. So they've been found guilty, and now we've got to find out what's actually going to happen there. And there was a number of charges, but that included depriving him of his civil rights and not intervening, if I use my layman's terms as well.
Mm-hmm.
And in kind of weird news, the Queen was reported to have tested positive for COVID this week, for mild COVID symptoms. So she had a little cough.
Okay.
But did you guys see what happened with Hollywood Unlocked?
No, what's that?
On Instagram. So it's like you've got like Instagram blogs. You've got the Shade Room that you're all familiar with. Are you familiar with Hollywood Unlocked? They've got like nearly 3 million followers in like on their page. They were the only news outlet this week. They actually reported that the Queen had passed away.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, what was your thoughts?
I mean, we see this a lot on social media about, Morgan Freeman's dead and he's not dead. Or,
no, it's fine.
It happens all the time.
Mr. Miyagi, they killed like 17 times.
Yeah, it happens all the time. It's not nice though.
It's weird, isn't it?
It's a really weird thing to do.
But even if she did pass away, which she could have done, why is it your place to say, what is this new phenomenon of like having to break news? What's your thoughts, Martina, when you see like weird things like that? It's just like this new social media phenomenon, like I've got to be first.
Yeah, I definitely think it's weird, and I think it's after having lost somebody. I
think
it's really bad. Like it's like you should get to break it first. You know what I mean? It should be you, the family, or the person who's actually affected.
Speaking of a big loss, Jamal Edwards from SBTV.
God rest his soul.
Rest in peace, Jamal Edwards.
Rest in peace, Jamal.
I had the pleasure to meet him once. I've only met him once, and he was great. But
I've heard so many things from. I've never met him.
Yeah.
But a lot of people that I know have met him. I've heard amazing things.
Yeah, no, he was just
all through like his career, from when he was like Smokey Bars to like he was like this big multi-million-pound entrepreneur.
Yeah.
He's really like upheld the culture.
Yeah, I mean, he invested his time to make sure people who wasn't heard was heard, He was a voice for the people, and he believed in grime, and he believed in UK rap, and he just championed it. And if it wasn't for him, so many careers wouldn't be launched. Ed Sheeran's career wouldn't have been.
And Jessie J.
So many people's careers. So, yeah, no, big up Jamal Edwards, man. It's a sad shame. He's 31 years old, still should be alive here today with us, but.
So rest in peace.
Life is crazy, man, yeah.
So we're just coming up to the top of the hour. We've just got a few minutes. I'm just going to play a few songs. But guys, thank you.
You're welcome.
Martina, it's been amazing learning about your journey.
Martina, please stay around though. We should be having DJ Ace coming in and
stick around. I want you to stick around.
No, I will. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And thank you. And yeah, we've given your socials, but thank you very much, lovely.
Well, yes, I'm getting ready. Got a caller on the telephone. You got somebody, there's a party going on. Shake it up tonight, boy. Show you how to party right, yeah. Shake it up tonight, boy. Show you how to do it right, boy. People coming to enjoy themselves. Everybody's getting ready. They'll be coming from everywhere. So I'm getting ready. Don't you know I wanna be with you tonight, baby? Oh yes. Come on, baby, 'cause we wanna do it right. Yes, tonight we will be out of sight. Let the music take control now, girl. Just move your body, baby, with the beat. Shake it up tonight, boy. Show you how to party right, boy. Shake it up tonight, boy. Show you how to do it right, yes. I say, boy, you're the massive and battling for more. People bubbling.
Blooming little lily, moon is shining bright. You're looking good this evening. Girl, you're easy on my eyes. I'm glad I got to meet you. You're the feature presentation of this evening, and it's oh so nice. Oh, and I can't tell you how my heart is beating, girl, racing deep inside. And I start pouring a couple, trying my best to calm these butterflies.
Live Radio.
This is Tiffany Michelle from Austin, Texas.
Trust me, the more girls the better. Just hit them whenever, man. Trust me, Dino.
I ain't tryna be like you.
Why not, bro?
I've heard your closure, G.
When you gotta take dicks for, she broke my heart. When you taking the flip for, man?
I don't care if she's down. I'm making peas, I make pounds. I don't wanna hear no words of advice. Shut your mouth and turn round.
And don't find no gal off for Insta, rude boy.
She can't make me a mister.
And them girls that slide in your DM
probably got a bag of man on a weekend, no.
Just cause the girls got breast and don't have your eye on her like Deli Alley. See the footwear, man, it ain't too shabby. Got a ting older than me, calling me daddy. Girl, calm down, it will be okay. Pulled up in the German EO way. Them girls see the boy and get mad. But I thought it was a picture from Tion Wayne. Big back, had to grab it like that. Gotta grab my Snapchat quick and snap it like that. Big 35, grabbing chicks at Barney. Slow down, stop catting like that. Yeah, gal on the boy, that's no, I love an East African, that's VVS chain on my neck, that's I'm the rated legend, that's
better than ever, she feeling hugging. She lacking the bread or she lacking the cheddar.
If you ain't gon' love her forever, then don't even sweat her. Trust me, the more girls the better. Just hit them whenever, man. Trust me, Dino.
I ain't tryna be like you.
Why not, bro?
I've heard your closure, G.
When you gotta take dicks for, she broke my heart. When you taking the
You're listening to iLive Radio.
iLive Radio.
iLive Radio.
Changing the ways you
like I love it when I see rich black men like Diddy and Nelly. But was even happier when I seen Dizzy Rascal getting albums and get his face on the telly. Personally, when he won his Mercury, I thought, well done. He's a black boy who's just like me. So like, his respect is due certainly. And then 679 signed Kano, I don't know him, but I thought, okay though, that's good for him. Another black boy that's gonna make dope illegal. Hang tight lethal, he did power and he brought in a few more black people. I rate that highly. That's why no matter what we had, I still got a shout out Wiley. He built a scene amongst us young black boys. He built a dream like Mega Man did with So Solid. So that crew right there, we owe homage. When they won the Brits, I was like, bruh, black boys up picked. And when I see the four on the pitch, I'm like, bruh, black boys up in this. Cause we're all black boys, yeah, we're all black boys. And one day we're gonna be black men. And one day we might have black boys. And we gotta teach them to be black men. Black boys, yeah, we're all black boys. And one day we're gonna be black men. And one day we might have black boys. And we gotta teach them to be black men. Yo, look, no, we ain't hooligans, just young and talented Nubians with potential and promise. Innovative young masterminds like Sean Wallace. We need role models, so youngers know what success is. That's why I feel bomb inside when I see a black man like Tim Campbell can win The Apprentice. But when Swiss made cry, I ain't gonna lie, I could've cried. Look what happened to the motherland. They don't wanna see blacks the same as another man. When I heard that line, that sent tingles down my spine. Shout out all them ebony dimes, Katie Pearl and Keisha White, Miss Dynamite, Sadie, Desiree Sade, hang tight every night. Black diamonds right heavenly sight.
Finally found you. You turned a blind eye, showed me your dark side, said your goodbyes.
She told me she loved me, I was like, how? Must be cause I'm at the top right now. She thinks I'm a fool, thinks I'm a cash cow. Ain't getting married, ain't taking a vow. Told me she loved me, I was like, who? You said I was a joke, please tell me what's new. You've been around the world, still couldn't find a man like me. Yeah, I need a girl, but it's not you. Told me she loved me, I was like, when? Treated me like a sideman back then. Said I was the boy, said I was your best friend. Now you only text when you're bored on the weekend. Told me she loved me, I was like, please. Too many girls wanna be the main squeeze. How can I bless you when you didn't sneeze? I'm a hot boy, that's 100 degrees.
Time after time, only in the night time. Had to remind you, we can't rewind time. Finally found you, you turned a blind eye. Showed me your dark side, say your goodbyes to you. You got to love me. You got to love me.
I got this brand new thing, she's mad in the head, bad in the bed. I get to grab in the neck, she's a lady for real. I'll sit in the bed, not my fault, but she stays mad at her ex. She knows that man's bad with S and that to the ends, bang bang, then I flex. Spelling's off when she's mad in the text. If I leave, then she start yelling at feds. Got another email from a female. I think they want the retail from the details. Wanna know if B Lab's a free mail. And it's sexy. Here's the number, phone me, text me. First you never text me back. Now it's mad, now I link with Skeppy.
You get me, anytime that we link up. Ladies wanna get down, wanna drink up. Bad girl says she love a man with tattoos. From my neck to my feet, man, I inked up. Yeah, we step in the party, see the sexy ladies start smiling, wink up. Tell my G with a loud pack, bill it up. Grab a champagne glass and I fill it up. Who's not feeling us? Tell them stay far away before the man them hold you. I don't wanna have to tell you that I told you, cause we're not on this talking thing. Rude boy, cool, let the ladies in. Sorry, not sorry, I gotta say these things. Shuffle the pack, I can't stand with the waist, man.
You're listening to iLive Radio.
iLive Radio.
iLive Radio.
Changing the way you listen to radio.
Always someone else here for something, yeah. Your heart won't let me down, trust it. Good hearts know, good hearts show that you get me believing in something, yeah. In something, yeah.
When I say contacts full up a red starburst, all I mean is sweet ones. I don't understand why men, what if I want a refund? X-girl, next girl, east or west girl, how come it feels like a rerun? Last time man got hit by Cupid, he definitely had a machine. Ain't really the kid, babe, I don't leave nothing, not even a... Only pre-man I deal with this pre, I can lead this up prenup. I'm just waiting for her to arrive, so why do I leave when she comes? Doing up that road swiftly, 60 mph over speed bumps.
She left my art in pieces, from then it's been art this season. Don't tell me I need healing, cause where I live now so peaceful. I can leave my car with keys in. One time no sequel, can't leave even the Garden of Eden.
Good hearts don't come around often. Always someone else here for something, yeah.
We gotta stay till I die. I gotta stay till I die. I gotta stay till I die. I gotta stay till I die. Hey, call me the juice and you know I'm a stunt. Riding in the car with some bump in the trunk. Tone him a laugh and you know it's a pump. Breaking down the good green bullet in the get up pimp tight, girl, say I'm the main. Ice on the wrist with the ice in the chain. Ride through the hood, yeah, I'm dripping the grain. And I'm sipping the same while I'm changing the lane. I feel tight cause I'm choking the bitch messed up cause I'm drinking the lean. Messing with a D-boy, riding them big toys, making man gal wanna get on my team. She gotta give it up when she get in my car. I ain't Denzel, but I know I'm a star. Cause when I'm in the club, I be back in the bar. In the VIP bar, and be buying the bar. DJ Paul is a dog, one you do not trust. You leave your around me, yo, don't get lit up. You leave your drink around me, but leave your drink, don't get drunk up. You leave your girl around me, if she bad, she gonna get stuck. These the spies, we let them lie, keep them lies tied, ride, what they like. Make a couple of nuns, a couple of all purple, and swallow it down with the yerple. It's going down. Till I die, I gotta stay. Till I die. Pump up, pants, roll it. Let's get hot, smoke us one. I'll pull out the phantom. Can't stand it, but them gon' come out. Just really wanna smoke my these and stack my G's. Stop at the light and pause on 3. Hit the mall and it be all on me. But gotta keep one eye with the popo. Close the window when I'm rolling. Know they mad cause I'm rolling benzo. This that purple, not pretendo. 3-6 mafia in my kinfo. So when I'm in Memphis, Tennessee, I just might not bring my own. Cause they'll let me smoke for free. What's up, Mary? How you doing? Mary Jane. Since I have met you, girl, you rule my brain. You stole my heart, right from the start. So I broke you down, look mama, put you in the dark. I gotta stay till I die.
Babe, so because it's my show, I unnecessarily play like a 2-pack song every week.
Okay.
But Ryan always cusses, because can I play it while he's out of the room?
Yes.
All right, let's do that. Let's do that, because Ryan is a hater. This has Never Had a Friend Like Me by 2-pack, because Ryan's not here.
Cause you ain't never had a friend like me. See, at night I watch the sky. I take another breath, I smoke my new boy to the butt like it's the last.
left. Just me and you evading enemies. Let you get my last shot of Hennessy. Ain't never had a friend like me. Remember memories so vividly. Was once a little dust kicker, now becomes a G. Who can I call when they all fail? Collect calls to my dogs from the county jail. Sending me mail, heard the blocks in the same shape. Ain't nothing changed, slanging at the same place. The same faces, supposed to always hate our foes. This lifestyle is forever, watch the game unfold. Shedding crocodile tears, just got life plus. And you wonder if these white judges like us. Just stay strong, we'll appeal. You'll be free, down with you to the very end. Cause you ain't never had a friend like me. I'm down for you, so ride with me. My enemies, your enemies. Cause you ain't never had a friend like me. Nobody knows where we'll be. My enemies, your enemies. Cause you ain't never had a friend like me. I'm down for you, so ride with me. My enemies, your enemies. Cause you ain't never had a friend like me. Nobody knows where we'll be. My enemies, your enemies. Cause you ain't never had a friend like me. How can I be blamed? Forgive me, Lord, I'm insane. In search of fame, won't hurt to change. Following the footsteps of past dealers. Equipped with ski masks, no witnesses, we blast squillers. Maybe now they feel us in this act of war. More casualties, no survivors. Any man that defies quickly dies. Cause we riders in my quest for chips. We wear vests equipped with automatic fire. We reply when my enemies trip. Me and you against the nation. Whispering while we conversating. Cause died over information. How much more can we take? Expect us all to break. The world ain't ready for us yet, so let's make Clinton pay. They never wanted us to make it. Everything that we possess.
So guys, you might have seen we've been joined by a random black man.
Okay.
And it's not an attack, it's actually he's meant to be here.
Yes. Yeah. So we got my brother DJ Ace in the building, BBC One Extra DJ, legend, ambassador for the UK rap grime scene. Man, put so many people on the show.
They're just teaching me the buttons, Ace. I'm sorry.
It's fine, go for it, man. Enjoy.
Ace, how are you today, my bro?
I'm good, man. Stressed. Driving on Saturdays ain't fun, is it?
It's the worst.
Nah, it's not, man. I should have got the tube.
But you're like a girl that, you know, you're a bit like Tinder swindler because you don't show a stress face. Like, you've got quite a good poker face. You look very calm.
Yeah. You got to try and be calm.
But you look calm.
Inside, I'm like, oh my God, Em's going to be so angry because I'm late.
Ace is like that, actually. Ace actually does care.
I'm not angry.
He does care.
But I will take
You're irritated.
money. No, but I will take some money for that. Maybe like 100.
Really? There's a late fee.
There is.
I had no idea.
We split it.
That's not my that's a you problem.
Alright, sorry. We'll work that out.
Ace, man.
Taking crypto.
NFTs.
But we don't even know what that is.
NFTs.
I know it's a non-fungible
You know
token.
what? Can I say something about NFTs?
If you have to.
I went on a date with someone the other day.
Was she an NFT or a woman?
She was both. No,
She's mixed.
She. I don't know if I believe her.
Go on.
But she said that she invested £600 in this NFT thing called some monkey illustration nonsense. It's like different. Anyway, and she said that she got 16k back, but she hasn't put it in her account. It's in like wherever that zone is, wherever that world is.
In the crypto ether.
I was looking at her like,
is it giving?
Who do you think I am? You think I'm an idiot?
Is it giving?
You think I'm an idiot?
It's giving Tinder swindler.
I was just like, huh?
Did she have a private jet?
No, she didn't fly to the day.
Did she have enemies? Did she have enemies?
I think she does. She's Jamaican.
Definitely got enemies.
I need a good Jamaican, Martina. You seem like a good Jamaican. She looks like a criminal with gold tooth secretly hidden in her tooth.
Hilarious.
She's got a gold tooth.
She doesn't.
I shouldn't be judgmental.
But she doesn't. If she did, doesn't mean that, you know. Anyway, Ace, let's talk about you.
So Ace,
what's
so
going
lovely
on?
to have you.
Thanks for having me. Sorry, this. I'm late
So,
again.
round of applause for Ace, please. There we go.
There you go.
But the thing is, it doesn't stop until I press it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am joined by DJ Ace.
It's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're Ace and you're a DJ.
That's me.
That's my research.
Okay.
No, it's not actually not. So my first guest today is a multi-talented and award-winning.
I'm actually not your first guest.
My second guest.
I'm your third guest.
Your third guest because
I heard Coco P on the phone.
Yeah, he heard it. Yeah, he was listening on the way here.
So I find that you're correcting me on air.
You got to say my final guest for the show.
My final guest. And
There you go.
What is actually right? I hate it as a woman. Don't you hate when these people, as in
But you know what it is?
correct
But Emma, you know, Ace has so many years of experience.
Nah, I just like to get on her nerves. It's fine.
Yeah.
But I love you though.
I love you too, man.
I love
it's all
you
blessed.
So my
Final guest.
My 44th and final guest.
There you go.
Is Ashley Asomani.
Rush, you went for the government.
I went for the government.
I
didn't put her up to that.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
His social security number is. There's no money there, but no, it's good.
Oh, there's a lot of money there.
There's a lot of money. There's actually a lot of money.
I don't know about that.
So DJ Ace, or I call you Ace.
You do call me Ace.
Your mummy calls you
Son.
Does she?
Yeah.
What about when she's vexed? Ashley.
What does she call me when she's angry? Mum don't get angry with me. I'm a really good son. Yeah.
I love that.
Hey, it's been a while since she got angry with me.
Is it? What did you do the last time?
The last time Mum got angry with me, I can't even tell you. I used to be like notorious for driving Mum's car
without permission.
No, she would let me drive the car, but I would the tickets would come to the house and I would hide them and stuff. I don't know why. Why do we do that as teenagers? You're gonna have to pay them.
I never gave my mum that stress.
Do you know what? I used to give her stress, man. Bailiffs turn up at the house and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Niceness.
Oh, Ace.
And that's before I had money to pay.
But now you put money back in her pocket.
You put money.
You know what I'm saying? You're rewarded at the end.
Pay it forward now.
Black boys. Yeah, we all black boys.
We played that earlier. So we played Bashi, you picked a nice pick because Bashi is Dominican.
Okay, well that's not why I picked it.
But you picked it.
Do you know what an interesting thing about Black Boys? When Bashi was doing the remixes, he had Ty and Black the Ripper. I don't know if they were on the same remix together though. But they both died in the same year. So,
really?
Yeah, big up.
Can we say rest in peace to both of those UK legends?
And rest in peace to Jamal Edwards as well.
Yeah,
that's why I selected it.
Yeah.
I selected it for Jamal.
Yeah,
I feel like Black Boys is
it's the epitome of Jamal, isn't it?
It's Jamal. It's like black boys in the UK doing big things regardless of like how hard it's been for some of us.
I was on the remix of Stupid Boys.
There was a stupid.
Yeah, I was in the remix of that.
Same beat.
Nah, different. It's just a real stupid beat.
I can't tell if he's joking.
Nah, I'm joking. Of course.
That is something you would do.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Rest in peace to Jamal, for real. Yeah, I think that's a great choice, Ace.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
So your pick wasn't because he was Dominican. It was because it's Jamal Edwards.
I feel like Black Boys is a real representation of like British black people in the UK doing big things, and Bashi speaks about it so eloquently and shouts out all of course, because he's Dominican, and shouts out everybody that deserves to be shouted out.
Yeah, man, that was a beautiful song. It was a beautiful song.
It ain't been easy.
I earn a lot of respect for Bashi when he dropped that.
He's not Bashi anymore. It's Ashley Thomas.
It's Ashley Thomas now, actor. I mean, I've always didn't mind his music before, but I feel when he dropped that, I was like,
yeah, of course, big up, props.
But one thing that I will say about Jamal, and I'll say about you, he really pioneered for people, and we'll touch on this later.
Yeah.
So one thing that you keep hearing, like, and you keep seeing it on social media, is like the DMs, the conversations, the actual things that came to fruition, like going to meetings, speaking to people, advocating for people's careers. He was like in front and behind the camera. He was really pioneering for the culture, and a lot of people have him in their stories.
100%.
It's like you with UK R&B, like you're really like championing for people.
No, can we keep on talking about Jamal? I don't like. I get shy with talking about me, but I think for me,
you are a guest.
Is that why I'm here? Okay. Can I quickly just say on Jamal? I said this on my show this week. I feel like Jamal is the leader of new media. I think like radio and TV have always been there. So we obviously have our favourites from radio and our favourites from TV, and that's great, loving to see black people on TV. But in regards to new media, when it came to like putting things on the internet,
he was
first. He was like the first to show people, okay, not everything that has to blow because it's been on the radio, it's been on TV. We can get numbers on YouTube.
And you might not have a lane for me, but that's not a problem. I'm going to make my
100%.
lane. And I'm not going to just make a lane for me. I'm going to bring... that didn't happen.
That didn't happen.
Technical issue.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, but he brought people up with him.
100%.
Yeah, he did.
100%.
And he was dedicated as well. He was everywhere. Like he was literally everywhere, and he was like really knew about. Like I think he knew more about the scene than a lot of people actually realized. Like his eyes were. I remember when I met him, he told me he loved my music videos, and I was like. I was shocked. I was like, how do you know my...
It's on the post, man.
You know what I mean? So like he really was, he kept his eyes in the streets.
While we're talking about Jamal, can we give like a bit of his history? So you have the Smoky Bars days and you had like the grime scene. Can we talk about like... Because that's probably why he knows you as well, because you were UK rap.
Yeah.
You were rapping as well, weren't you?
I don't know, but I was never rapped a day in my life.
That's not true. But you didn't push it. You didn't push it.
Never rapped a day in my life. No. Anyway, back to Jamal. So what happened with Jamal is Jamal as a youngster... and at the time he was Smoky Bars.
Yeah.
What he really became big for was going to the hood of your favorite MCs.
Yeah.
And shooting them. Like one youth with a camera turning up to the local estate is not safe. It's not safe.
No.
But he was doing it.
He was fearless.
Recording MCs that we never knew were going to do amazing things, that I have obviously done amazing things. The first to really, the F64s.
I found out about Black the Ripper because of SBTV.
Exactly.
A lot of Black the Ripper lyrics were on there.
You actually had to have an F64 to be like considered something in the game.
What's the F64 for somebody that's not aware?
It's a 64 bar freestyle.
Yeah.
I don't know what the F ever did. The F stand for freestyle or something else?
I think it did stand for freestyle.
Wasn't a naughty word.
No.
You sure?
No.
Okay.
Or Fire 64.
Sure.
Maybe Fire 64.
Yeah. I felt like Charlie Sloth really adopted a lot of ideas through.
Well, we're gonna say Fire Freestyle 64.
Yeah.
So 64 bars basically.
So he was a pioneer. He's paved the way for so many people.
Oh, he opened up so many people's careers.
But the thing is, he's sadly passed, and I'll give my condolences to his friends and his family, but his legacy will continue because our stars in many different forms, like realms of entertainment, whether it be, I don't want to call out everybody's names, but whether it's like TV presenters, whether it's hosts, whether it's like music stars, whether it's people that are entrepreneurial that want to like showcase like new apps and so on. He was there in the background as well as at the forefront, right?
Yeah. We were working together on something recently.
Was it the 8-bar?
The 8-bar app is Jamal Edwards' app.
What is that?
So basically, the 8-bar app, it started off as a battle freestyle. So if you're an MC, you go in there. You can join as a fan or you can join as an MC. Yeah. So you go in, you join, and if you join as an MC, you go in, you find an event you want to be a part of, and that event will have loads of different beats. So you pick a beat, you write 16 on it, you record it to your phone, and somebody else that has basically another rapper that's come on and pick the same beat, you will go head to head with that MC. So if you join as a fan, you will go to like Emz has picked the same beat as Skillit, and it will be
I
like
would obviously smash it and win.
Yeah, of course. And then I as a fan, I vote for who had the best freestyle.
Yeah.
Me.
And so there's like a leader table.
Me.
And so
You know what? That's so interesting.
Why is that interesting?
Because a few years back, you know my man Pavan from Foreign Beggars.
Yeah,
he had the same idea.
Similar
He had the
idea.
same
Have
idea.
you gone on? Have you checked it out? You'll enjoy it.
I haven't got an 8-bar one, but Pavan had the same thing, and he sent it to me, and he was like, "Skillit, please freestyle it, so maybe you'll get some traction." But I didn't really fuck with it.
Should've did it.
Oh, I didn't really mess with it.
Yeah. And then they Jamal and the 8-bars people called me in because they wanted to do an R&B version with singers. So we launched that maybe like 2 weeks ago, and it's done really well. Loads of singers got involved, and yes, I was working with Jamal on that, and yes, really sad news that
what was it like working with him?
Do you know what's funny? Even in regards to this, he's got his fingers in so many different pies. It's like, I know that this is Jamal's app, but me and him actually haven't had a conversation. He's got people that were working with him in regards to it. I've always known it's him, and we chat via DM and WhatsApp. Yo, really like what's going on. He even had his mum do my competition on the 8-bar app, which was awesome.
Amazing.
Awesome. Yeah, so yeah, man. And like last time I saw him, we did like he booked me to do a carnival party, which
Is it?
He was getting into the carnival scene.
Yeah,
He reached out to Sun Divas
Because he's Vincy and they are half Vincy.
Yeah, he reached out to Sun Divas about doing something with them. I saw it on their page. They posted about it. But I think he was getting a bit more into the carnival scene and the soca scene.
Yeah, we did a party in London.
He's Vincy.
Full Vincy, St. Vincent.
Yeah, because I think on his page, in terms of like where he would represent, it will be St. Vincent.
And Ace, you got some Caribbean in you, innit? You're
Creole.
I'm half St. Lucian.
Yeah, half Ghanaian.
Why are you looking at your phone?
No, I was just checking that.
I'm just joking. I'm doing the same thing. I'm joking. I'm doing the same thing.
Ace, you're not allowed to breathe.
Sorry.
You can fart though.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Because I'm a Dominican, you're St. Lucian and Ghanaian.
Yeah.
But I've known you for like through Ryan for years. I knew you were Ghanaian, but I didn't know you were St. Lucian.
Not a lot of people know that for some strange reason. Maybe I don't really promote it as much as I should, but I am half St. Lucian.
Martina is Jamaican and Grenadian.
It's not her fault.
Jamaica's a beautiful country.
Yeah, it is.
There's been a lot of Jamaica slander today.
Has there really?
Yeah, by Emma.
Some of my best friends are Jamaican.
Is the only Caribbean country I've visited.
You ever been Trinidad?
No.
Oh, we going Trinidad then. Let's go.
I'm down.
Let's go, bro.
You will love it. Can we all go?
I'm down.
Okay. I've been to Jamaica 3 times, so my slander is performative. 'Cause I actually love it, and I've gone out with way too many Jamaicans. Maybe that's why I'm talking like this, because it's coming from a place of pain.
I understand.
It's coming from a place of pain.
Speaking of pain, no, it's not. It's not
Can
pain.
we go back to my guest today?
Yes, yes.
So my guest today, my 44th and last guest, just to get that right, because Ryan did incorrectly say it was my first guest earlier, it wasn't me.
Right.
Is the multi-talented and award-winning Ashley Asomani, aka DJ Ace.
Yeah.
A presenter.
A
podcaster,
a
DJ, a gallus.
No.
Yes, I mean he's settled now. But
Sorry,
yes.
Michaela.
Shout out to Michaela.
Reformed gallus.
Yeah.
He's half Lucian.
What does that mean? What does that even mean?
It means nothing. It just means that Emma talks a lot.
Okay.
From the start of his career, he has been one of the biggest champions for black music on the UK mainstream radio.
I appreciate you saying that.
It's true,
I actually mean it though.
But that is true.
You refer to yourself as Mr. R&B, so I don't know why you're acting like you don't know what I'm talking about.
I do. I've got out so many different aliases though.
But I love that though, because you actually put your money where your mouth is, and you actually do, because you're on like a big platform, a mainstream platform, where it could be quite easy to like pander. It could be easy to like, you know, I don't know.
Go with the flow.
Yeah. But you have pioneered and you've pushed for us, and you've really showcased our culture, and you've actually got a career where you brought people up as well.
I appreciate you saying that. Thank you.
No, but I mean it.
Thank you very much.
I don't lie.
Sometimes.
No, I don't lie. And
on Saturdays.
I don't lie at all.
Okay.
I don't lie. And so I said them this, I've written down, BBC One Extra legend has been with One Extra since its inception.
Yeah, that's true.
In 2002.
Yeah.
That's a major thing.
Yeah.
So, Ace, can we talk a little bit about your story and your background?
No problem.
So, tell me if I get any of this wrong.
Go for it.
So, how did you get into performing?
So always been interested in music. Started collecting records at about 8 or 9 years old. Got my first pair of turntables at like 13. And was just like bedroom DJ, as most of us are, you know what I mean? Just playing tunes in your room, making mixtapes. Used to be like the school DJ, so if ever there was like a house party or something, I'd get called to do that. And just always loved the medium of radio. That's been my thing. Like I was thoroughly in love with it. Grew up listening to Westwood and Choice FM and Jenny Francis, and a lot of my pirate station. My local pirate station was Baseline FM in Brixton.
Niceness. So you're a South London boy.
South Londoner.
I want to say Dulwich, not to expose your business.
No, nowhere near Dulwich actually.
Is that not where you grew up?
Nah. I was born in East Dulwich Hospital.
Okay.
Maybe that's where you got that from.
I might have got my research slightly skewed.
Yeah. So where
but
was
at least
that?
I tried. I didn't come and like.
No, you tried. So
you wasn't totally wrong.
No, I was born there, so I had a little time there.
You wasn't totally wrong. You're just totally wrong. That's all.
But I can hold the L.
It's
But
fine.
I listen, and I got most of it right.
Yeah.
Just not that bit.
There you go.
It was like DJing forever, and radio was always my thing. Was really in love with radio. Never even considered that. Like that would be my job growing up. Like I never thought that someone would pay me money to do radio.
Really?
But I did still wanted to try it at some point. There wasn't really that many outlets for us back then. There was Choice FM, which kind of wasn't like, you wasn't really seeing new or young fresh DJs joining Choice FM. They had like their staple.
DJ 279.
Yeah, big up. Obviously listen to all those guys, but I just never thought that was an opportunity. Martin J, Jenny, George K, Jigs, those are like the guys for me growing up. And then when I went to the Brit School of Performing Arts after college.
Yeah, how old are you? About like 16?
I was 16, going on 17. So I did my sixth form years there, and radio was like one of the parts of my course, and I really was into it. I'd spend all of my time in the studio just learning how to do stuff. And literally, as I finished sixth form, I think like maybe 6 months later, I heard about One Extra launching. Went to uni for a couple of months, didn't like it, came home. And then I heard about One Extra launching, and I just like cut together a few bits of my old show that I would do at the Brit School.
Yeah.
And it was literally that. It was like, let me just take a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Sent them a 3-minute demo, and then they signed me off the back of that.
Crazy.
How old are you when that happened?
I was 19. No, I was 20 years old.
So this is really like quick in terms of like, you know, you going into it in terms of saying, okay, I think this is what I want to do, and then going into one of the biggest platform whatsoever.
Yeah.
And then if I remember rightly, there was yourself and your partner at the time,
Fizz.
Yeah.
And then you guys went from Radio 1 Extra, and then you had like the biggest show on like Radio 1 as well, which is the biggest European station.
It was so like we did one extra for quite a few years, won awards, like nominated for a few awards and whatnot.
Sony Awards.
But yeah, we got a Sony Award, which was quite a big deal at the time.
It's more than a big deal.
We didn't actually know what that was, but it was apparently a massive deal. So yeah, won that. Got nominated for a couple MOBOs, did some work with like that, and then Radio 1 were changing their Friday, Saturday night.
Why are you saying this so nonchalantly? Like everybody and their mum does it.
Because I don't know if we've got time. I'm just trying to get through it quickly. Okay, cool. Yeah, we did some TV work.
You did Channel U.
Did Channel U.
The Ace and Martyna show.
Amazing.
That was a very popular show.
That's why I got familiar with you guys.
Really?
So we're a similar age, but I've grown up with you at the same time.
Dope, that's good. I appreciate it.
Because you're shaping the culture.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Literally.
Yeah, those are like...
Did you feel like... Because you guys did a lot of work and you did... You know, you had a lot of artists in your show that nobody would have known at the time. You know, you kept your ears and eyes into the streets and stuff. But did you feel like you were respected? Did you feel like you got the accolades that you did? Like, you know, certain people would have done what you guys did afterwards and kind of got somewhere. But
I feel like me and Viz were at the beginning of the change.
Yes,
in new
absolutely,
media.
absolutely.
So not necessarily to say, if it wasn't for us, it wasn't that. We were just at the beginning of presenters not necessarily having to be polished to be on TV or to be, you know what I'm saying?
Can I be honest? When you say not polished, do you mean like European friendly, like or
no,
right? What do you mean? What does that
mean? I mean like in the same way today.
Does it mean Mr. White Man like you?
No, that's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. What I mean, in the same way today that we really enjoy podcasts, which is unpolished radio, really.
Yeah.
It's just people just chatting.
Yeah.
We kind of did that in a TV form. Like we were never as polished as Ant and Dec, but it was just grimy TV, which people enjoy. No, but they like they're very dry. But my point is like we were on TV. We weren't even. It wasn't even online. It was actually we were on like real television.
Yeah.
Just doing us. It was never polished. It was like there was a mistake. We just take the piss out of each other. Sorry. Like, take the mick out of each other and keep it moving. Like it was never.
It was an enjoyable show.
It was enjoyable. It was never like polished. Like you weren't going to see us on ITV.
But people would prefer realness. People prefer
now.
Like, do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good point. And I like that you're challenging me because as much as I know I'm always right, sometimes I do get things slightly wrong. But you've seen like the change in like radio and seen the change like you know in terms of like presenting. So it's kind of like a streaming, like even now, like this is radio, but we're streaming online.
Right.
You've seen that change and everything's happened as well. What was that like as well?
I think like, so I've been at One Extra, this is my 20th year. August will be 20 years at One Extra.
You only look about 16.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. But I think like, if you think about the last 20 years in regards to music, TV and media, like well, obviously TV is media, but music and media, everything's changed. The way people put music out is different. Streaming wasn't necessarily a thing 20 years ago. People had to sell physical records, CDs, vinyls, tapes, whatever. Now everything is streaming. Like in regards to what I was saying about things not necessarily being polished, like today somebody can make a tune in their bedroom and that's going to be number one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? We don't. Do you know what I'm saying? But 20 years ago, that would have never happened. You had to have the biggest studio. Do you know what I'm saying? So that whole DIY thing is a new thing and it's working for us.
But look at TikTok as well.
We're
seeing people going viral with TikTok, no matter what their genre is, whether it's soca, whether it's R&B. Like you had like Money Long, Money Long.
Yeah.
I always get it wrong. Money Long.
Yeah.
And then we had Classic Fresco, like a soca artist that was here like a couple of weeks ago. Their songs are like hitting millions and millions of streams.
Exactly.
And they're actually cutting out maybe in their environments what might have been gatekeepers.
Right.
100%.
There's no such thing as gatekeepers anymore. That's the thing. Like Skillit will tell you like there was only allowed to be one black rapper in the charts at one point, you know what I'm saying? So whether it was Dizzy when he had his little time or whether it was Tiny or, do you know what I'm saying? Or even before that.
Some Chipmunk sometimes.
Do you know what I mean? Like there was only allowed to be one and that was because there's a guy in an office somewhere that says, no, we want him. Do you know what I'm saying?
And
whereas
uncomfortable
now,
conversation as well. You might even fit like a look of what they're trying to do.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
So
a lot of it is image.
Yeah.
A lot of his image, it is.
But now with the internet, like if your tune bangs, your tune bangs. That's what it's gonna happen. Like going viral. There's no blueprint to going viral. It's just gonna go if it goes. You know what I'm saying? So there is no one person that's in charge of who's gonna be the next whatever. So I think it's changed in a really good way.
Can I ask you a question?
Go for it.
So you've seen the like it sounds like it's a natural progression of like how things have changed. Can we go back to the beginning? Who's somebody that you've maybe pioneered in terms of like the early starts of your career and that you've now seen kind of like blown up, but you've supported them from the beginning?
So I feel like we talking about like early.
Yeah. There's no wrong answer here.
There is no wrong answer because I feel like even as a station, as One Extra, we pioneered a lot of like the big MCs you see today, whether that's Storms or Chip. Like a lot of those really classic early freestyle moments were in that building that we were in. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think I'm very proud of a lot of the work I've done in regards to R&B lately, and there's R&B artists that, again, I'm really trying to like push forward the narrative in regards to UK R&B.
So good point.
Yeah.
So you currently have a UK R&B tour.
I do.
Can you tell us?
We're going everywhere. We're just going. Okay, yes, fine. That's fine. So that's fine. So I launched last year. I launched
act natural.
I'm gonna act natural. Last year I launched this UK Everything R&B tour. So I reached out to artists from across the UK. I want to have 5. Well, I'm saying we're going to have 5 different artists, R&B artists from across the UK. 1 from London, and then 4 different other cities across the UK. And then we're going to do 5 shows, and all of them will have an opportunity to headline the show. So I put it out like towards the end of last year, and we had crazy submissions. Obviously, majority of them were from London. London and Birmingham really represented. But we've narrowed it down now. We're down to like our final kind of final list. Yeah. And we're just trying to work out who the 5 are. But the tour will be happening in May.
Awesome.
Okay. It's happening in May, but when does registration close?
Registration is done.
It's done.
We finished a long time ago. Yeah.
Done. Okay.
But that's something you'll be obviously looking to do quite yearly.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
That's amazing.
100%.
Can I press the people's button?
Go for it.
And do you find it a bit of a challenge to champion R&B in a day where R&B is kind of seen as an American strong genre? I felt like R&B in the UK, obviously we've had our hits and stuff, but it has never really been pushed to the forefront like it could be.
I think the disconnect is we have amazing talent here in the UK.
Yeah.
Homegrown talent.
We've got loads of amazing talent in the UK. I think
Martyna being one of them.
Yeah, and you sounded awesome on the way in the car. The car you sounded sick in the way. Big up. That a lot. I think it's easier to promote R&B today. I launched.
What do you mean?
I launched my R&B show maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, and at first it was just like an hour on a Thursday.
Yeah.
And then it just kept growing. People loved it so much more and more and more. Now it's like Sunday nights, 3-hour shows. It's bigger. I think why it's easier now is because R&B is definitely a more. Like there was this whole term about 5 years ago that R&B is dead.
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember that?
Yeah, it was like, terrible.
What's R&B? R&B's dead. And then it was like, okay, well, it's not really dead. You gotta find it. That term is gone now. By the way, like when we look at some of the biggest artists today, they are R&B artists. Yes, they're not from the UK. You talk about Summer Walker. You talk about her.
SZA.
Can I interject? Yeah. Just because you don't know about something doesn't mean it's not happening.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. Or even take the time to
learn,
research, and find out what's going on with that genre as well.
Yeah, but I think it's easier now because like those artists I just mentioned are doing big things. I think
all women, by the way,
all women are doing.
Not to say that men, because Sir's doing R&B,
because women are better.
But women are killing it right now.
They are absolutely killing it. They are absolutely killing it. But I think what people ask me, like, what do UK R&B artists need to do to get on the same level as those bigger artists?
What do UK R&B artists need to do to get on the same level?
I say this all the time, yeah. Some people will understand what I mean when I say it, and some people won't. But I'll say it anyway. There's no such thing as UK R&B.
Ooh, are you getting like, this is like, you know.
Pajo last week, yeah.
Oh, someone else said this.
He said there's no UK soca. He said there's no UK soca.
Yeah, soca is a genre. That's soca is soca is soca.
Thank you.
However you sound doing it, it has to sound like soca.
Because when you think about it, who's the biggest hip hop artist? Drake, right? One of the biggest hip hop. Oh god, and he's Canadian.
We don't say Canadian hip hop.
We don't say Canadian hip hop.
We just say hip hop.
We say Drake. We just say Tory Lanez, who might actually be innocent.
No.
So I shouldn't even laugh at that. That's terrible.
But he actually might be. Did you hear that? Did you hear about the court?
Yeah, he actually might be.
Crazy. Ace.
Support this.
There's no UK
question I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
Recently, there was like a bit of a reunion show with Channel U.
Oh yeah.
And they were bigging up all the early pioneers of Channel New, success, and and you and Viz reunited on that show.
Yeah.
What was that like for you? And what kind of happened with you and Viz, if you don't mind me asking?
No problem.
So Teeth is gal.
No, man. Viz is my brother forever.
Yeah, they'll always be
That's my guy.
Yeah.
I'm sarcastic. You've got this.
That's fine. That's fine. Because people think stuff like that.
Yeah,
all the time.
that's what it is, and you gotta be careful what you
People
say.
think there's like real beef.
People don't understand jokes these days. You can't make jokes. You can't make jokes these days.
People assume that.
Make a joke.
People assume that I stole his girl. I would never do that.
Is it?
He might still mind. I'm only joking. No, my joke is my point is
my joke is.
No, but I'm saying my point is.
And the next joke.
Me and Viz are cool. Like we're never.
Ace and Viz went to the pub.
We're never gonna not be cool. Viz is just one of them really annoying friends that you have that are good at everything.
Yeah.
And whereas
perfectionists?
It's just like I'm radio. I've always been radio my entire life, but Viz has got so many things that he's good at. Like Viz was a sick footballer growing up, and he could DJ and he could rap, and he always loved film and TV. And now he's got his own TV production company. And
Amazing.
You probably
Shout out
watched
to Viz.
one of his documentaries. He does a lot of TV work that people don't know that's him. So.
Amazing.
That's all it was really. He was ready to do something else. And
But this is like a natural thing in
Just
life.
creativity.
I will eventually get rid of Ryan.
Of course.
Absolutely. I agree. That's what's going to happen here anyway.
That's not nice.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
That's my brother, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Channel U thing, it was fun. I think it was different because
it wasn't really Channel U, was it? It was like...
What?
Who was behind that? Was it Femi behind that?
So basically...
Why are you laughing?
It was Channel U.
Funny.
But basically, Universal... I don't even know if I'm
Universal.
I don't know how to say this, but I'll say it
Say
anyway.
it.
Universal owned Channel U.
Yes, I know that, yeah.
Universal, the company, owned Channel U.
Nice.
And Femi was doing some work with Universal. I think they had a film that they were putting out, and in order to promote the film...
That's right. That's what it was. They got Femi. Shout out to Femi, man.
Yeah.
Is Femi who you do the podcast with?
Femi's yes.
Cut the Chat.
Cut the Chat. And okay.
People love Cut the Chat, Ace, man. I
People
think,
do
I
like it. I don't know why.
I don't think you guys know how much people love Cut the Chat.
I have no idea why.
No, it's a good show. It's a good banter.
watching.
You guys talk about good subjects. It's funny. You have a good cast with you.
Yes.
I think
Femi, D, Lee.
Essentially, like, it's not... So, like, we don't plan anything. We just... It's literally... what you guys are watching from week to week is just man them catching up.
Yeah.
But you
It's
need
not
that
really
out
like-
But
there.
it's because you guys got the chemistry. The chemistry is so crazy. It's entertaining. It's kind of like what we do in the kick out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't plug the kick out, by the way, Emma. You not noticed that?
There's a couple... I do a couple
You
podcasts.
didn't mention the kick out podcast.
Because that's your job.
Yeah, so Ace and I do a podcast called The Kick Out. We work closely with the WWE sometimes. We interview their wrestlers. Sometimes we interview their wrestlers.
No, let's go back. You've been doing amazing things with WWE. You've travelled the world.
Yeah, we've travelled.
You've spoken to WWE superstars.
Yeah. And hopefully, since COVID, we haven't had a chance to do any traveling, but hopefully that's going to change soon.
What is the Kick Out podcast? For
So if any wrestling lovers out there, if you're a massive fan of wrestling, Ace and I and a little team that we've kind of not hired, that's the wrong word to say, but we have
hired.
Yeah, I guess hired. Mex, Tay, and shouts to Flu. He's not really doing it anymore, but we still can't. He's a family member. He's part of the team. We talk about wrestling, the world of wrestling, and we talk about WWE mostly. But yeah,
nice.
And we interview
How
wrestlers.
many years have you guys been doing?
We did this
that?
since 2016, right?
Okay, question: when did you guys meet?
Before that,
we met. Well, we've always known of each other. You always known about my music. Yeah. Obviously, I know I've followed your career from a young age, and then I feel like we must have finally broke the ice at DJ Snip's birthday party.
Yes, we did.
And I feel like
what's the name of that club again?
I can't remember. It was in Shoreditch. It's opposite Shoreditch High Street Station.
Yeah,
I just can't remember what it's called.
Everyone knows
Visions?
Yes, it was Visions.
Was it actually Visions?
Visions in Dalston. It wasn't.
It was bullshit. It was Visions.
Was it Visions?
It was Visions.
I think Visions is probably the first time we met, but I feel like we had the break ice conversation in a different club.
Is it?
I think so.
That was it. That was Visions.
It wasn't.
And MVP was there.
MVP was at Visions.
Yeah.
But we were already doing the podcast by then.
No, we weren't.
Oh no, we weren't.
No, we weren't.
It was Visions.
It was Visions.
Right, so it was Visions.
Ryan,
Yeah,
have
I
you
know.
met Ace before?
Yeah. And I think it was somebody said that we should do wrestling. I think it was Loud.
I think it was Loud.
Yeah, because we're
Can we shout out loud?
all we did was talk about music and wrestling.
Exactly.
And he
that.
said this should be a podcast, and that's what happened.
Amazing.
Martina, would you be interested in doing the broadcasting podcasting now that you do that consistency killed the fat program, would that ever turn into like a broadcast or a podcast yourself?
I would like to,
Yeah, I think that's something you should really.
I think you really motivate people, because like we were saying, it's like a continuous journey, so you can really help people as they go along. Because we falter from our journeys as well, but if they need to come back and like need some support, at least they can come to you as well.
100%. Yeah, it's definitely an ongoing thing. Like you don't just lose weight and then do something else. You have to kind of keep doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
Ace, can we talk about something else that you've been going through recently?
Yeah, of course we can.
We're not going to talk about your bank account.
Let's not do that.
But something that's been like quite big in the news for you has been like, you know, like your journey with diabetes and like your renal transplant. Can we talk a little bit about that? 'Cause did you have your transplant in like last year? Was it?
I had it in October.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about what happened and when that all started?
So I was diagnosed with renal failure in 2018. I think it was May of 2018. And basically my kidneys stopped working. This was off the back of having diabetes and high blood pressure. And that's like loads of black people are dealing with that within our community. And I knew, obviously was diagnosed with diabetes when I was like 20 years old. I never knew that it could lead to kidney failure. That was never something that I was even told. So one day, just after a normal checkup, my doctor was like, yeah, your kidney function is really low. So we're eventually going to have to start dialysis. For those that don't know what dialysis is, basically the dialysis machine works as your kidney. Your kidney is in charge of getting rid of all of the toxins in your blood.
Yeah.
So to go on dialysis basically means the dialysis machine does the job of the kidney, and they put you on the machine and then it cleans your blood. It takes 4.5 hours.
You have
per
to
session.
do it like a couple of times
So
a week,
I did it 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday and Friday evenings from 6:30. And I did that for 3 years.
Yeah.
I'd leave about 11:30. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was quite taxing.
And while you were working a full-time job, while you were doing radio shows, gigs, you were everywhere. You will have time to come meet me and do the podcast. You didn't have to do that. Like there's a lot of stuff that you did that.
We even went away. We went to New York.
New York together.
Yeah. So it wasn't easy at all. Like I was basically basing like life decisions on having to go to the hospital 3 times a week, and it was like, okay, can I do this? No, I can't do this because I've got to go to hospital. Can I go here? No, I can't do it. So it was taxing, and it was very frustrating, I think is the correct word for me.
And scary. I remember, not to talk your, I don't mind you.
Go for it. We've been open.
I remember there was a time we went to Femi's birthday party.
Yeah. I didn't know you knew about that.
Listen, this is when I knew this this stuff was serious, bro.
Yeah.
So we went to Femi's birthday party and we were celebrating. And as soon as I walked in, I was with Tay. Remember, me and Tay walked in. So
shout out to Tay.
Shout out to Tay, my homegirl. And we saw you, and I thought you were drunk. I thought you were waved. I
was in a bad
I was like, Ace is drunk already. I was like that. But
was that when you get a hypo diabetes?
No. So what happens there is when you because your kidney doesn't work, that means you don't pee out anything. So you don't let go of fluid. So basically, the dialysis machine cleans your blood, but it also takes fluid off you.
Yeah.
So depending on how much you weigh when you get to the hospital on that day, they'll weigh you and be like, okay, you're like 3 kilograms over, so we need to take 3 liters of fluid off you. So they take the fluid off, but you're supposed to like rehydrate slowly but surely, and I obviously didn't do that on that day. And so I did my dialysis session, had all that fluid taken off me, and then went straight to the club like an idiot. Then you start sweating,
and you were in a state. You were in a way,
and I was like dehydrated.
You're about to pass. I think you did pass out.
I did. They took me to the hospital that night.
Yeah. So basically, you passed out, and then I remember seeing you after the party, and I was like, seeing if you're okay. And then obviously the chat guys had you. They took care of you. They were like, "No, Skillit, we got this." And I was like, all right, bro, just let me know how you get on. But I just knew something wasn't right. When I saw that, I was like, he ain't drunk. There's something else. And I was supposed to tell you about that night. But
do you know what? You know what the mad thing is? That people want to cuss me, but that happened to me like 4 times.
Really?
And it was like just acting like I'm not don't have a condition. Yeah. So I'd go straight from my dialysis session, jump in the car and then go and do a party. But and also, it was silly. Like you're supposed to like hydrate and rest and relax.
Yeah. But people wouldn't look at you and necessarily know what you're going through as well. So, okay, question. So you've been working closely with the ACLT.
Yeah. They're
The
my people. Afro-Caribbean Leukemia Trust.
And they've been amazing, right?
Amazing, yeah.
So I know them from Daniel DeGale, God rest his soul. Like, you've just been like helping to champion them as well.
Yeah.
So we still have the situation where like black, mixed race, Asian people, we need more donors, right?
100%.
So what would you say about that as well?
So when I was originally diagnosed with renal failure, they said, look, a black guy of your age, because I'm not young, but I'm not old. We're young, innit? So they said a young black guy of your age that's like having renal failure is going to take you 3 to 6 years for a transplant. And I never really clocked. Like, I was like, okay, cool. I'm just going to keep my head down for 3 years and see what happens. But I went for the 3 years and it was starting to take long or whatnot. But when I met with Bev and Orin, who are from the ACLT, they came to see me while I was on dialysis, and they were breaking down why it takes so long for black people to actually get transplants, and it's because none of us are on the transplant list. And then I was just looking at all of the things that were happening around me, and I'd go to my dialysis sessions and it would be the same black and Asian people that I'd see every day. Like, we're just sitting in a ward just looking at each other. We're there for months upon months. Whereas our white counterparts will come in, be there for a couple of months, they're in and out. They get a transplant straight away. Do you know what I'm saying?
Can I ask you a silly question?
Yeah, go for it.
What is it people need to donate? Is it organs and blood? What is it we need to do?
We definitely need blood, 100%.
Yeah.
And we need organs. And when I say organs, a lot of people is like, oh, I'm not giving you. Like, I was lucky because somebody I had a live donor. Naomi, who's like my best friend now, she's the one who gave me her kidney. But it's not even just live donors we need deceased donors. A lot of people, for some strange reason, want to die with their organs. Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
A lot of people, there's a lot of thing about the black community. There's a stigma where we feel like, oh, if we put ourselves in a donation list, then somebody will try and kill us and take out. You know what I mean? It's all that these myths and still. There's
a lot of that.
But I'm learning that as well.
It's actually the reverse. Like, we actually will help more of us by
for sure.
Just really just educating ourselves,
for sure,
asking questions, and literally just donate. Like, I'm gonna, because like speaking to you as well, and obviously like I've been friends with Ryan for years. I've been following your journey. I was like, I need to do more. Like, how long does it take to actually give blood? And you can do that a multitude of times as well.
Yeah, you can give. I think you can give blood every few months or something. Like, and there's our blood's needed. We've got a problem with sickle cell in our community.
Yeah.
100%.
So like, blood transfusions are so important, and even the way they do it today as well. Obviously, I haven't been able to give blood because I had having this situation, but I'm very versatile. I know exactly what they do. Once you give away your blood, they tell you when your blood's being used. So you get that feeling like, oh, okay, my blood's been, like you get a text message to say, oh, your blood was used for XYZ. Maybe not tell you who the person is or anything, but like, it's rewarding. You know what I mean? It's rewarding to know that you're helping your people, surely. Yeah. So
for sure.
Yeah.
Guys.
Hey, speak up yourself, bro.
Salute, man.
We're coming up to the end of the show. We've
got already
5 minutes left. It's been amazing.
It's been a great show. We had two great guests on tonight. Well, 3, I guess, but the main guest here, Martyna and Ace. Great stories, 2 different journeys. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Can you come back again, the both of you?
Yeah, we need you both back on.
We can do that.
And Martyna, can you just give yourself a little quick plug before we stand up? And Ace, if you can do the same afterwards as well, please.
Okay, so my name is Martyna. As you guys have heard my story, if you want to follow me and get more help with binge eating, follow me at Consistency Killed the Fat. If you want to listen to my music, follow me at Martyna Baker. That's MARTYNA Baker, and that's on IG and YouTube for all of them.
Niceness.
I'm at DJ Ace on Twitter and Instagram, or ace.com as well, and on One Extra Monday to Thursday at 10 a.m. and Sunday night at 10 p.m.
And where can people find you both on the socials?
At DJ Ace.
Niceness.
And Martyna Baker.
Consistency Killed the Fat or at Martyna Baker.
I like that.
What have you got for the end of the show?
So I've got a couple R&B tracks because there was a DJ called Ace who gave me...
Oh, so I can choose.
You actually did choose.
But we can't play both of them, so I can play one of them.
You can play both of them. I can play them quickly. So I had Rent Money by Mary J. Blige.
Yeah.
And I had a beautiful track by Lashana Latrice.
Do you like this record?
I've more than like it. I played that, I rinsed it.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Okay. Do you know the story behind that?
I don't know the story. Tell me the story.
Okay, so this is actually...
that segue. Natural.
Segue. This is like my first single I've ever put out on my label, Record Box. I signed a distribution deal last year when I was at home recovering, and then I went through loads of demos and I found this one, and I sent it to Idris Elba. And I said, bro, what do you think of this? He said, I like it. He said, I like it. I said,
Seven Wallace, right? He's got his own record label, Seven Wallace.
He said, I like it. I said, all right, can I have a verse, please? He said, yes. And this is it. This is the tune. Lashana Latrice, Let It Flow. Feature. Wait, has your version got Idris Elba on it?
Yeah.
It better do.
It actually does.
Oh, okay, cool. Featuring Idris Elba on Record Box. Please go stream this. Stream it like your heart really needs it in life.
I'll share it as well, brother.
Please do.
So guys, we're coming up to 2 minutes to the end of the show. I think I'm going to end with Let It Flow. I'm just going to let that play because the song is beautiful.
Thank you so much.
I know I'm not perfect, but for you I'll try. You know that I'm worth it. I know you can't deny. You know I've been searching for some peace of mind. Left everything behind, everything aligned. Maybe we should go to a place only we can go. If I tell you what's in my soul, these things you need to know. I just want you to take control. You need to let it flow.
Look, ay, I remember times we was running out of time. You would look me in the eye, wondering if I was lying, if I loved you though. I always loved you though. I was too caught up in myself just to let you know. But you don't have to worry how I'm feeling, cause my actions always show you what the real is. I might have to scream it from a skyline. I just wanna make sure you can see it. Alright, yeah. Everything about you is alright. You know when we're making love, it's all night. And even if we're making war, then it's our fight. And it's worth it, even though it's painful. Cause our love really needs a circulation, let it flow through. Let us lead it to a place where we can grow to. Let me
You're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio. iLive Radio.
This is Lisa Banton, and you're listening to